Good morning children, welcome to our channel BRC Maths Academy. Today in this video session, we are going to discuss about rational numbers and their decimal expansion. Okay, let us see. Let us take one rational number 5 by 2. How can we change this into decimal expansion? By dividing with 2. 2 2s are 4, 1 is the remainder, decimal point 0, 2 5s are 10. From rational number to decimal expansion, 5 by 2 can be written as 2.5. If you see, this is called as a rational number and this formation is called as decimal expansion. Okay. Based on this, we have three theorems: theorem 1.3, theorem 1.4, theorem 1.5. Let us discuss one by one here. Now, write the statement of theorem 1.3. See children, this is theorem 1.3. What it states: let x be a rational number whose decimal form terminates means we are getting 0 as the remainder. Then x can be expressed in the form of p by q. So, those rational numbers whose denominator is 0, we can write in the form of p by q, where p, q are co-primes, and the prime factorization of the q means denominator, always will be in the form of 2 to the power of n and 5 to the power of m, 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, where n and m are non-negative integers, means these two values always should be positive numbers. Let us take one example here. 15.25. 15.25. How can you simplify it as 1525 by 100? Why? After point we have 2 digits, means 2 zeros we will be getting down. If you simplify it, 5 3s are 15, 5 5s are, 5 2s are 0, 5 4s are, 5 6s are, 5 1s are. So, we got 61 by 4. We got 61 by 4 as the rational number. This one, take the denominator. If you change it into exponent form, 2 into 2. 2 into 2 nothing but 2 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2. Means as per the theorem 1.3, what it states, it will be in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Means this is 2 to the power of 2 and 5 is not there here, means 5 to the power of 0. Since it is in the form of 2 to the power of 2 into 5 to the power of 0 or simply 2 to the power of 2, we can say that this, therefore, this rational number terminates okay. It is, let x is equals to p by q be the rational number such that the prime factorization of q, means the prime factorization of denominator is of the form 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, then x has a decimal expansion which terminates, means we will say that it is terminating decimal. Let us take one example to show this. 3 by 4, first one. Second one, 7 by 25. 3 by 4, take the denominator and write in the exponent form. 2 2s are 2 2s are means you can write 2 into 2, which we can write 2 square, means this we can write 3 by 2 square. You are seeing that this denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, means this you can write it as 3 by 2 square into 5 power 0, 5 to the power of 0. Therefore, what we can say? It is terminating decimal. It is terminating decimal. Okay. Suppose take here 7 by 25. Second question. Take the denominator 25. 5 5s are 5 into 5. 5 square. So 7 by 25 you can write it as 7 by 5 square, or 7 by 2 to the power of 0 into 5 square, exactly in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. If you see 2 to the power of 0, why we are writing 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 1 into 5 square, again we are getting 5 square. So what we can say here? It is terminating decimal. Terminating decimal means you will be getting the denominator, you will be getting the remainder 0 for these types of rational numbers. Okay, this is about theorem 1.4. Okay, theorem 1.5. Let x is equals to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q, means the prime factorization of q is if it is not in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, then we can say that the given rational number non-terminating or repeating, non-terminating repeating. Okay. Let us take one example. 100 by 81. Take the denominator 81, write the factors, 3 2s are, 3 7s are, 3 9s are, 3 3s are, 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 3 to the power of 4. You can write this 100 by 3 to the power of 4. If we have 2 to the power of n, 5 to the power of m formation, then only that is terminating decimal. Since we are having the base as 3, we are not having the base either 2 or 5, we are having the base 3. So, what we can conclude here? It is, therefore, it is non-terminating. Non-terminating repeating. Non-terminating repeating means if you divide these two, you will be getting a non-terminating or repeating decimal. So, this is the theorem 1.5. Okay. Now, let us start exercise 1.3. First problem, the first one, 229 by 400. Second one, we are taking 4 1 by 5. In the first problem, take the denominator 400, take the factors 2 2s are, 2 1s are, 2 zeros, 2 50s are, 2 25s are, 5 5s are, means this we can write it as 229 by 1 2 3 4 2 to the power of 4 into 5 square. If you see, it is in the form of what is the formula? 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Therefore, it is terminating decimal. It is terminating decimal. It is terminating decimal. Means if you divide these two, you will be getting 0 as the remainder. That is the first one. Now, second one, 4 1 by 5. If you change this mixed fraction into simple fraction, 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 1 21, 21 by 5. How we take the factors for 5? Only single number is there. So, this you can write it as 21 by 5 to the power of 1. Only one number is there. This denominator is not in the form of two to the power of n, 5 to the power of m, comma. Therefore, it is non-terminating. Non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, this is the first bit problems. Whenever the denominator is factorized in this formation, and if they are there in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, then only we can say that this is terminating. 229 by 400. Let us take the denominator factors. 400 factors. 2 2s are 2 zeros, 2 1s are 2 zeros, 2 50s are 2 25s are 5 5s are. How can we write 1 2 3 4 means 2 to the power of 4 into 5 2 times 5 square means 229 by 2 to the power of 4 into 5 to the power of 2. What is the reason here we should write? Since it is in the form of it is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. This is the formula, 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Therefore, it is a terminating decimal. Okay, like this we have to do, whether it is terminating or non-terminating. Let us take one more problem here, 4 1 by 5. 4 1 by 5. You are seeing that this is mixed fraction, change it into simple fraction. 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 1 21, 21 by 5. As it is a single number, 21, 5 is nothing but 5 to the power of 1. Since it is in the form of two to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. How? This you can write 21 by 2 to the power of 0 into 5 to the power of 1. If you see 2 to the power of 0 is 1, 1 into 5 to the power of 1 the same thing. Since it is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, therefore it is terminating decimal. When we will get a non-terminating, whenever you have the other bases rather than 2 and 5. If you have other bases other than 2 and 5, then we will say that that is non-terminating. Okay, this is the first bit. 64 divided by 455. Second one, 15 by 1600. Third one, 23 divided by 2 cube into 5 square. 2 cube into 5 square. So, here we have taken 3 different types of problems here. Let us see the first one, 64 by 455. The denominator 455, take the factors. 5 9s are 45, 5 1s are. Now, 7 1s are 7, 7 3s are. 64 by 455, you can write it as 5 into 7 into 13. But what we have to say, which formula we must have? 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Are there here any factors in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m? No. Since it is not in the form of it is not in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, comma, it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay. Now, let us see the second problem, 15 by 1600. 1600, take the factors. 2 8s are 2 zeros, 2 4s are 2 zeros, 200, 100, 50, 25, 5, 5. So, you can write this as 1 2 3 4 5 6, 2 to the power of 6 into 5 square. If you see, it is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, therefore, we can say it is terminating decimal. It is terminating decimal. Why we can say it is terminating decimal? Because it is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. With that we have to write the reason compulsory. Okay. Now, here third one, as the third problem already we have the denominator as factors, means since denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, therefore, it is a what we can say, it is a terminating decimal. It is a terminating decimal. Let us take two problems from this. First one, 23 by 2 cube 5 square. 2 cube into 5 square. Take the second one, 143 by 110. 143 by 110. Let us see the third bit. Write the following rational numbers in decimal form using theorem 1.4. What is the theorem 1.4 states? Whenever the denominator of a rational number is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, then it is a terminating decimal. So, here also we have to see the denominator. If you see in the first problem, the denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. You are observing that it is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Therefore, it is a terminating decimal. It is a terminating decimal. This process is without doing the actual division. Okay. Now, see the second problem. Here also take the denominator 110, 110. Try to take the factors. 2 5s are 2 5s are 5 11s are. You can write it as 2 into 5 into 11. So, the given question we can rewrite it as 143 by 2 into 5 into 11. Here we are having the base 2 and 5, but additionally we have 11 base also. So, what is the reason here we should write? The denominator is not in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Therefore, it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, bit. Express the following decimal numbers in the form of p by q. In the form of p by q, and write the prime factors of q. And write the prime factors of q. What do you observe? Let us take first question, 43.123. Second question, 43.12. 43.12. If you see the first problem, 43.123, how can you write this in p by q form? 43,123 by 1000. Why? Because after decimal form we have 3 digits 1, 2, 3. So 3 zeros we should take here. So it is in the form of P by Q, which we cannot simplify further. This is only the answer. And what is the question is asking? Asking to take the prime factors of the Q. Q means for the denominator. Here denominator we have 1000. 2 5s are 2 zeros. 250 times. 125 times. 5 2s are 5 5s are 5 5s are. Okay. 4 3 1 2 3 by 1 2 3 2 cube. How many 5s are there? 1 2 3 5 cube. You are seeing that it is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Since denominator is of the form 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, therefore it is terminating decimal. Means the same thing we got, it is terminating decimal. So this we have proved again. The same way here if you take 43.12, 43.12, how can you write it as 4312 by 100? Why? Because after point we have 2 digits, 2 zeros you will get. For the denominator take the factors. 2 50s are 100, 2 25s are 5 5s are 4312 by 2 square into 5 square, 2 square into 5 square. Here what is your observation? The denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m. Since the denominator is in the form of 2 to the power of n into 5 to the power of m, therefore it is terminating decimal. It is terminating decimal. What is the meaning of terminating decimal? Means if you do the division, actually you will be getting 0 as the remainder. So here we are doing this process without doing the actual division. Okay, this is very important question for the examination point of view. Okay children, so by this we have finished the exercise 1.3. If you like this channel, share to your friends and subscribe it. In the next video session, we are going to learn about exercise 1.4 problem.